Hi you guys, it's Nessa or Nessa Ellison, and welcome back to my channel. Long time no speak, long time no see. Girl, where you been at? Okay, I guess it's been me, but in all honesty, y'all, I have been going through it. And I say going through it, I just want to make it clear that everybody's level of how much they can take is different, okay? So I thought I was a strong soldier until I realized I'm not that strong of a soldier as I thought I was, okay? There's a lot of things that I can take, but there's just so much more that it's not for me, okay? It's not for me. That's tea for me. Some more unserious things that I can talk about as a life update. I got black nails. You guys know, like, I usually go for the pinks. I go for almond. If I go square, it's like long square, but I've been more of an almond girl lately, like long almond, pinks, and the really bright colors. The only dark color I have ever done in a very long time, and I want to say very long as in like maybe ever since I was in like middle school, because I don't remember what my nails were like before, because I did used to experiment a lot then. But the money green was the darkest color that I did like for that long. So I did black, but it's not black. I told my best friend I'm gonna do black nails. I'm gonna do black nails. Girl, I still had to get cat eye because I had to be something, like, hello. And I love it. I love them. I don't know if you guys can really tell that it's cat eye, but it's just gel. I'm not trusting of everybody's acrylic. Sometimes it's too bulky, and I just, you know, I just want it to be dainty, look somewhat natural. I could have done an acrylic overlay, but even then sometimes they mess up my nails. So I was like, let me just do gel just to see what it looks like. Then I can decide whether I want to do it again. I think I do want to do it again, but they had this gray, and I think I'll do for the gray because it's still light, but it's still dark, right? Light gray. It's a light gray cat eye. What else? I got braids. I know this is so unserious, guys. I'm gonna get to the serious part, but I got braids, and these braids, of course, it's braided by Wally. Like, y'all know, she's tea. And what did I say? Like, she was really hungry when she did these, because she definitely, yeah, I'm not gonna say because it might be cringe years later. I'm gonna be like, girl, what the heck? But yes, and these are just, look, I didn't even get curly ends, y'all. I didn't even get curly ends. They're just regular knotless braids. I haven't gotten these in so long. Everything's either one, and this is color 1. I always get either color 1B, or if I get braids, it's like short with the curly ends. There's always a curly end to my braids. No boho. They might get boho later on though, but no boho, just long, and yeah, that's it. But yeah, you guys, this is my hair, and I don't know, yeah. But and I also low-key, maybe high-key became a plant mom just to one orchid though. I call her Bella. She's really pretty. She's a purple orchid, and I've been taking well care of her. I'd say she was in orchid bark, and now I put her in water culture, and I've been switching her water. She's been thirsty. She's been drinking her water, okay? So we all need to get like Bella. I have literally, y'all, there's never been a point in my life where I thought that I'd be down in the slumps. And just a moment of transparency, when I was 17 years old in high school, I remember in the springtime there was just like this seasonal hit of just a huge wave of sadness, a huge wave of loneliness, and I had everybody around me, you know, like, but I just remember that, and sometimes I feel it trying to creep back, and I find ways to like really avoid like ever feeling like that again, because that was like really hard on me, because it was my junior year and I had a lot to do, because like college is coming up, you know. I had a lot to do. I had a lot to think about. I was struggling with chemistry because we shut our mouth, okay? The past is in the past. However, it is like, just to note that I thought that was like the worst of the worst, okay? And it was pretty bad. Like, I won't shy away from that. It was really bad. And I did a really good job at, like, you know, still being high functioning, as they say. I'm not saying that I'm a high functioning anything. I'm just saying that it wasn't as evident to others, but I know myself, like, that was like a really horrible time for me, like, and I just feel like I was a horrible person, not in the sense of like, not to the extremes, but I just feel like because I was going through so much at the time that I definitely let it seep out in my actions, and I hate that. However, we're here now, and I don't feel like I'm letting anything seep out, but I do feel like I'm getting more clarity and just like things overall. Okay, now I know that was very general and very vague, but let me just tell you guys about the things that have been going on, as to why I haven't been posting, as to why I haven't really been speaking to you guys, because you guys know I love to speak. I'm a chatter. However, I am trying to be a little more quiet, be a little more reserved like I used to be. When I was little, you guys, my family literally had to like force me to talk to people. And I remember once we were at Six Flags, I literally could not, I cried because I did not want to talk to the clerk about tickets. I was like, and I needed the ticket, and I was crying because it was that overwhelming. Like, I hated talking to people. It was so emotional for me to even like open my mouth, like, and now I can yap away. But I feel like I lost the sense of being a good listener, where when I was younger I could listen, I could understand people more, and now I feel like, yes, I can still understand people, but maybe if I just stop talking and listen a little more, it would be very helpful, right? This year it started off pretty well, pretty great, and I'm not going to air anybody's business out but mine. And if it gets to the lines of me trying to air out somebody's business, I'm going to cut it right there. So that's why maybe some things may not make sense, and I'll leave it up to I'll leave it to interpretation, but I'm not clearing anything up, right? So I haven't had my car for a couple of months now, and it's really been I guess it's been y'all, I'm on my period, so things that maybe may not make me cry regularly may make me cry now. I'm not gonna cry, but I'm just saying in general. I feel like I don't like to rely on people. So if you guys don't know, I grew up as an only child. I do have two brothers, but like when I grew up, it was literally just me because I'm the youngest. I grew up just being by myself, and the only people I love to rely on are my mom and my dad, because I feel like it's their responsibility. They put me in this world, like it's their responsibility to take care of me. However, I also feel like I don't want to rely on them, like, because I also need to, you know, build up myself so that, you know, they can maybe rely on me now because I'm older and stuff. But I haven't gotten to that point in my life yet where they can rely on me, and that's been taking a toll on me just because of like where I wanted to be now. But I give myself grace because I've done so much that I wish that I never even thought I could do, that I wished I could do like years ago, you know, as in like I wish I could do this someday, and it's already done, right? So I give myself grace, I give myself those flowers because, girl, we did it. However, there's so much more that I want to like accomplish and stuff like that, right? So back to what I was saying, I haven't had my car in a couple months, and there's a lot that comes with that because I didn't realize, you know, you don't realize what you have until it's gone, right? So I didn't realize how valuable the car was, because I could hop in my car and go wherever I wanted to go. Like if I wanted to go apple picking and nobody wanted to go with me, as sad as that I may have been because I'm the only one going, like I was happy that I was getting to experience this by myself, and I wouldn't have to rely on anybody to be like, oh, I'm tired now, oh, I don't really like this, whatever, right? Like I'm going, and I'm going in my car, and I can come back when I want to, obviously like respecting everybody else that I live with, like, you know, boundaries and, you know, curfews, whatever, which honestly has never bothered me. It bothers other people, I don't care. I feel like it's a respect thing. But yeah, like I've never cared for that aspect, right? So or rather I never realized that's what it was. So now I don't have my car. And another update is that we moved from where we were, and we're a little bit further, not extremely far, but further. And so now when I have to get to work, or when I have to go places that are where we used to live, I have to rely on others. And I'm so grateful for everybody that's been like really, you know, taking care of me and allowing me to like rely on them. But it's just something about me, I hate relying on people. I really do. Like, and even if it's family, like I really hate having to put, like, to be an inconvenience. It really just feels like I'm being an inconvenience to somebody else. And I know that's not always the like what it is, because some people are just happy to help, like, and I love those people so much. However, I don't know, I don't like being helped, and that's just something that I definitely have to work on, because I've been like this since I was little. I don't like being helped. Like, I want to figure it out, and until I'm literally like on the verge of crying, I'm not gonna ask for help. Like, I need to stop that. But I'm telling you guys, I'm being very transparent, very blunt. Like, this is me, okay? So anywho, like, I've been basically having to ask people to like drive me to work. Can you drop me off here? Basically getting Ubers for like extreme distances, stuff like that, right? It's been a lot, because like, yeah, that seems little, and that's what I thought at first too. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna have my car for it was supposed to be a couple weeks, but you know, things happen, and now it's a couple months, and I didn't really think anything of it, because again, I thought it was just a couple weeks. I'm like, I could go without a car for a couple weeks, I could go without a car for a month, whatever. But now it's been like a couple months, and it's only taking a toll on me, because for one, I'm far away from where I used to be. Not far, but like far enough that it takes a really long while to get there. Like, if you're getting there with no car, if I were to come from here to go where I used to live, it'd take like a 2 hour something, 2 hour 30 minute, almost 3 hour commute transit to get there. And like, it's kind of like, is it really worth it? No, it's not. So I sit in this home, and I just sit here. Something that has been helpful though is, because I moved, I have stuff to do. I'm still unpacking. There's so much to unpack. What else has changed, guys? Yes, so obviously you guys can see the background. Obviously I moved. I don't know why I said that, but yes, obviously I moved. I love it here. We got a home, and I absolutely love it. I love my room. However, I definitely want to change my bed. But you guys, we're gonna have like a series. I know I started a series when I lived at the other place where I was decorating my room, but I really feel like here will be so much more like homey, cozy, stuff like that. There's so much I wanted to change, and because we're not in the apartment anymore, I can drill into the walls. I can really get like my degree on, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I've been off of social media. If you guys have been keeping up, which I mean, there's not much to keep up with, but I haven't really been so active on social media. The reason is because I feel like a lot of people, and I never realized this, but I feel like a lot of people that I used to once think were like pretty chill people, pretty cool, whatever, it's like there's a judgmental eye to everybody. And not that you should care what other people think, but it's like, at the time that I was going through everything, everybody has a job, right? Everybody has their own schedules, and my schedule doesn't work with most people's schedules. And then I also have to now cater to other people, which is like, I love catering to other people, but because I don't have it in me, like I don't have it in me to take care of myself, it's really hard to take care of somebody else. All in all, I'm happy we moved. I'm happy we finally figured that part out. Now I just need to get my car back. If you guys don't know, I love my self-care days. I love doing things on my own for the most part. Yes, I love sharing moments with others, but I love just being by myself and exploring like what I want to explore, because it's not all the time that you're gonna have somebody that, even if they're your best friend, even if they're your soulmate, even if they're your family, your mom, your dad, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, it's like they're not always going to want to do the things that you want to do, because I mean, the reality is you grew up different, you have different interests, stuff like that, right? So something that I may want to do, my best friend may not want to do, my mom may not want to do, you know? So having the car, especially in this area, because I feel like everything is so far from us now, it was really helpful. However, I am getting the car back. Fingers crossed in a couple of days, and you guys will know, because I will be somewhere that's not home. Just know that, okay? Past the fact that I was going through it, it's all been excuses as to why I can't post. And I say excuses, I do feel like I'm being a tad bit hard on myself, but the reason I say it's been excuses is because I feel like, oh, if I had the car, oh, I don't have the car, so I can't make content. If I had the car, I could go places and go make content, but like I can make content here. And that's the excuse I've been using, right? Because before, when I didn't have a car, I definitely made content, and it definitely did numbers, and it definitely got engagement and all of that stuff, you know? I literally used to sit in my room, draw and stuff like that, and boom, I was talking to people, we were chatting it up, I gained subscribers, which I'm so thankful for. And I feel like I have taken advantage of that, or like lost the plot. That's what happened. I lost the plot. I wanted to gain it back, and I really do feel like there's a lot changing. I hope it's for the better in all ways possible, but I do feel like there's a lot changing right now in my life, and I'm grateful for it, because I am somebody that really appreciates change. And that's why I feel like I was able to really see the light in all of whatever I was going through. Because yes, on top of all that car stuff, it really wasn't that. Like, I was definitely like having a season of drought, and like I stopped like going to Bible study. I used to do these Bible studies with these girls that I met at my school, which used to actually go to my other school, and I stopped going to those because, well, I stopped going to those because I was moving at the time, and then like the times didn't really work with my schedule, and then I started sleeping a whole lot, because obviously when you sleep you can't feel right. And then there's like, if you guys don't know, I'm from Haiti, so it's like the stuff going back home is like devastating, because like my parents still live there, you know, like, and they love it there because it's their home, and I respect that fully. But it's like, I love them too, and I want them to be safe, and I want everybody to be safe. I want to go back home. I want to go to Haiti. And it's like, that's also something that has been taking a toll on me. So it's a lot of different things. Obviously I live in the United States. Also what's been going on here has been affecting me, obviously, because I'm a student. I'm a child to Haitian parents, you know, so it's been a lot, you guys. It's been a lot. And now, speaking of it, I've realized a little bit of how much of a lot it's been, because I'm only able to tell you guys some of the things, because again, it's not just me, right? It's not you don't live for yourself. You don't live for just yourself, and I'm okay with that. But I don't like taking other people's burden on, because I can deal with my own. I can learn to deal with my own. I can go to therapy for my own, you know. I've been literally using this platform that my job offers, and I love it so much. Hoping that I can post more within the next couple of weeks, and even the next couple of months. If I go MIA, guys, I'm so sorry. I promise you it's never because I don't want to speak to you. Honestly, I would say that I won't post a video, or I won't speak in a video, unless it's like a self-care day. It's like I'm kind of mute because I just want to like chill. But if it's not that, it's usually because I don't want to fake it. And that's also been part of the non-excuse part of why I haven't been posting. Because if I put a camera up and I'm like, hey guys, like hey, and it's like, yeah, there's moments where there's always light in the darkness, right? But I don't want to fake it to the point where it's like, I know this is not who I am. I know this is not how I'm feeling right now. I know I'm faking it. And I'm not a believer in fake it till you make it. Fake it until you make it. That's like a business strategy. That's not a mental health strategy. No. So yeah, you guys, I think that's all I have to tell you guys today. I love you guys so much. Thank you for really sitting down, because I really don't have anything else, but I'm just sitting down talking to the camera. If you took your time to listen to this, I really appreciate you. I actually think I'll drop this the same day I film it, because honestly I have nothing else to do. I mean, I can unpack, which I am going to do. Maybe I'll drop it tomorrow. I'll unpack during the day, and during the night I'll edit so you guys can get it at 1 a.m. But yeah, you guys, this is the life of me as a 22-year-old. Let me reintroduce myself, because I've been gone for so long. Hey guys, my name is Nessa. I go by Nessa Ellison on all social media platforms. I am Haitian American. I love all things beauty, girly. I don't know, that's basically me. I have been posting content, or really filming, since I was in middle school, because I just love talking to a camera, and I feel like it really built up my confidence in speaking to a camera, and really built up my confidence in being more outgoing, because I used to be a really shy and timid girl. I hated eye contact. Now I could stare anybody down. Okay, that's basically me. If you guys have any questions for me, don't shy from commenting them down below, because I do love interacting with you guys' comment. I know I've promised so many lives, and in so many lives I've promised that I'll make a video, but I'm not gonna make a promise. But I am going to go live, and I'm not gonna promise when, because I don't know when. But I love you guys, and thank you again for tuning in. I will see you in my next video, which I hope is fun. I don't know what it is yet, because I'm kind of doing a willy-nilly thing where I still plan, but I haven't started planning yet. But I'm doing this thing where I still plan, but it's very natural and very me. Okay, so things are going to look a tad bit different, and I'm okay with that. Okay, I love you guys. Bye. Peace.